Hey, 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 I'm Chandra Nicole, the Urban Girls Mentor, the wife, the mother, the author, the speaker, your real talk specialist, here to empower, engage, and educate urban moms from how to go from frustrated to focused in their parenting. Through my signature programs and services, I help urban moms like you raise great daughters, remain sane, and reach your goals all at the same time. Today, we're going to talk about how you can go to the next level in 2017. See, my philosophy behind getting things done is making sure that your home life is balanced, right? A lot of us got goals, we got dreams, we got ambitions, we got things that we want to complete, and we end up being resentful because we can't complete those things. And most of the times we can't complete those things because we have children, right? But I'm here to tell you, and I'm here to encourage and empower and educate you, like I said before, on how to get those things done in 2017. See, it's time out for making up excuses. It's time out for being shameful and resentful because in the past you didn't know how to quite do that. You didn't know where to go, and sometimes we feel guilty about doing things when we're raising kids. But I'm here to encourage you. You can be a great mom, and you could be a great student, a great business owner, a great whatever you're trying to be at the same damn time. So today the topic is going to be about why you and baby girl need a mentor. Like, my philosophy behind mentorship is the fact that me mentoring girls I started a program. Excuse me, I'm gonna go back. I kind of ramble a little bit. So I started a mentoring program called Sister Nation about 4 years ago, and at the time we were just mentoring the young women. And what I discovered along the way is that the mothers wasn't engaged, right? The mothers wasn't participating like I thought that they should. And what I discovered is that we would mentor the girl. The girl would go back in the home. She would probably brag, talk about her experience, at the program. She's having a good time. She's growing. She's learning. She's becoming better. But mom, struggling with her own thing, will probably not knowingly discourage her or not want to hear about it because it's not mom. I dealt with that. I dealt with um, struggling with somebody else being able to influence my daughter or somebody being able to speak into my daughter's life. And for a long time, my daughter suffered because I wanted to be that person that spoke into her life. And so what I discovered in the program is that when you're mentoring the child, you definitely have to mentor the mother because the child has to go back into the home, right? And if the mother don't know what we worked on, she doesn't know how to expand on that and help the child. So once the child goes back in the home, guess what? She starts all the way back over because mom don't know what she's working on, don't know she's working on attitude, don't know she's working on behavior problems, don't know she's working on communication, don't know she's working on closeness, and the mom cannot expand on what we're teaching. So I decided to come up with the 3M method, which is mom, mentor, and me, which states that if you mentor the girl, you have to mentor the mom, and if you mentor the mom, you have to mentor the girl. Like, it's a circle, right? There has to be a triad, if you will. There has to be three components to the relationship. And I just want to encourage moms in 2017 to get you a co-parent. Right? And that's what I call mentors. Mentors are someone who helps you co-parent your children. The definition of a co-parent is someone who decides to take the journey of helping you raise your kid. We may not financially do it, but when you need someone to step in to mediate, when you need someone to step in to help you be accountable or keep a balance in your home, because we can't, let's face it, we can't raise kids alone. I don't care if the dad is there. We just cannot do it. And for the moms who do it well, kudos to you. If you're a mom and you are raising your kids well and you have a very balanced home, guess what? Jump on here, give us some ideas. I'm still learning how to be a great mom, and I want to be a great mom, and that's the key, is that you got to want to be one. And a lot of us struggle because we didn't have that relationship with our own mothers, or it wasn't that great, and um, we're not being real about it because it hurts too bad. That was me as well. But like I said, it takes the mom, the mentor, and the mentee to come together and strategize about ways on how to connect, how to communicate, and how to remain close, which is bonding, right? My program focuses on the mother-daughter relationship and bonding, because only with bonding, when your kid feels like they belong and that they matter, they listen to you. They may not do everything that you say, but they're receptive to the influence that you have in their life because you have learned how to communicate with them. Number one, you are practicing closeness, and you've learned how to be consistent. That's another one of the seeds of bonding. You have to be consistent. So, we can't start something like having weekly um, play dates with our daughters, and then we let life take over, or we let something come in the middle of that, because our kids won't say nothing, but they'll be very mad and resentful under the surface because they don't know how to tell you, because of communication problems, and because of the way that most parent relationships are set up, is that the children don't have a voice, and that the parent only has a voice, and that's wrong. So anyway, like I said, let's go into the content now. Number one, the number one reason why your you and baby girl need a mentor is because you need help in raising great great children. You need somebody who's going to step in when you don't know what to do, because we don't always know what to do. Say, for instance, I'm going to give you an example. Your daughter has been molested. You ain't never been molested. You don't know how it feels. You never went through that, so you can't relate. Your child doesn't know their father. You've never been through that. You know your father, so your child can't relate. It is very difficult for you to try to convince your child that they should move on and they should get over something that you have not experienced yourself. So it's imperative that you find someone who can relate to your child and have those conversations, and to help them feel like they're not the only one in this, and that they're not their fault. And sometimes we don't do a good job at that. So you need someone to help you co-parent and raise your child, so hey, we can get things done. We can have happy homes. We can have happy children, and that's the number one reason why you and baby girl need a mentor. The second reason you and baby girl need a mentor is to remain sane, right? Because sometimes under the surface, we go to work, we have on our pretty hair, our nails, our clothes, everything being tacked, and other people perceive that we got our shit together, but we don't. And under the surface, we're cracking, we're crumbling, and our kids already know what's up because they live in the home with us. So, what happens to kids when you are a hypocrite, so to speak? That means that your house is chaotic, but when you step outside that door, not that you got to break down and cry in front of people and let people know what's going on in your home. What happens is that when you're not dealing with things in your home, like you're just not getting a mentor or getting counseling or getting help, period, and you keep going outside the home and you're kicking it with your friends, or you got dating a guy and you spending more time with him than you are with your child, or you spend more time with your family members more than you are helping your child or helping your child get along. Like, if you don't know, you should definitely find a mentor for your child, because when you're in denial, you can't get things done. And when you're in denial, you slow down the process of you and your child getting to the next level and you possibly having a home that is conducive for everybody to grow and thrive. And like I said, our kids watch us deal with issues, and we play pretend all the time. We're in denial, so they learn how to deal with issues based on how we deal with issues. So you need a mentor to help you remain sane. The third reason why you and baby girl need a mentor is because you have goals that you want to reach. And when shit is chaotic and your home is all over the place and everybody is going wild and nobody's listening and don't nobody care and everybody is dealing with some form of emotion, anger, resentment, what loneliness, abandonment, all of those issues, you can't reach your goals because you're not focused. And when you're not focused, you don't get shit done. And when you don't get shit done, you become resentful because in your heart of hearts, you know you have a purpose on your life. And there are dreams and aspirations that you've had since a little girl, and you haven't been able to do them, and you haven't figured out why. You haven't figured out why because you've taught yourself how to go along to get along. And what that means, going along to get along, is to say that, hey, I'm just gonna keep on going until until it blows up. And that's the worst kind of way to deal with your problems, right? Because one thing I know, just going through my own thing, is I know when people are struggling. I know when people are pretending, and sometimes I just hate that I can read that and pick up on it so much. And it's just because I've been through my own thing, and it's just because I've experienced healing, and it's just because I went back to school to become a counselor. That's my dream goal because I really feel like that, especially African American women, we have dropped the ball on our kids, and it's not because we wanted to. I think it's because we really don't know how, and we remain in denial, and we don't want to seem as less than, so we don't never ask for help. So, in order to reach your goals, you're going to have to get your baby girl a mentor for those times when you don't know what to say, what to do. She's dealing with something, and you know it, and you don't know what to do and say. That's the perfect time to call your girl, Chandra Nicole, the Urban Girls Mentor, right? I can teach you and baby girl how to communicate, how to remain close, and how to be consistent in your efforts to bond and have great relationships so you can show up and show off in your families. Because this is the thing, women are the the pillars of our home and our communities. Yes, men may be seen as the household, but we have so many households where there are no men. We're single parents. Now I'm really speaking to single parents right now in this moment, is that you can't do it alone. I don't care how strong you think you are, you can't do this thing alone. I'm going to help you raise your children and reach your goals and remain sane all at the same damn time. So, if you want to find out more on how you can get some done in 2017 and remain sane, not lose your head, not go crazy, and still raise great children, you can go and sign up for my signature program or have a one-on-one call with me at www.bit.ly. Mom and me, Mom and Me Mindset Mastery. That's Mom and Me Mindset Mastery. www.bit.ly.mom and me mindset mastery. Right? So, again, I hope you have enjoyed this scope. I hope that you are encouraged in 2017 to get your houses in order, because that's where it starts from. A lot of people, you see a lot of advertisement marketing that is thrown at you. You should do this, you should do that, you should make money in 2017, you should get this kind of coach and this kind of mentor. But if your mindset is not right, you'll never be ready. You got to get your mindset right. You got to mindset mastery in your home, because it is Zig Ziglar who said this: what shows up in your home shows up on the job, and what shows up on the job shows up in home. And it goes for business, that goes for relationships. You simply cannot hide areas of your life. Like, there eventually that stuff that's going on in your relationships will show up in your on your job or in your home. So again, I teach you how to do that, right? Don't you want to learn how to get shit done and remain sane? Like, it's important. It's going to be important for you in 2017.